Greetings and salutations, my friends. My name is Travis, aka Dad, and welcome to Dad Does Tech. I'm just an ordinary dad who loves tech, camera stuff, and fun gadgets. And today we've got our hands on the new TaoTronics Soundliberty 88. Let's get into these true wireless earbuds. Now, TaoTronics may not be a household name like Apple or Google or Samsung, but they've been quietly building a brand that focuses on quality tech that's both affordable and reliable. So what are you gonna get when you get the Soundliberty 88? So along with that open ear style and stem style design, you get unmatched comfort. These are the kind of earbuds you throw them in your ears and you forget they're there. They're so light and so comfortable that you'll have no problem wearing these all day long. Whereas you may see some more ear fatigue when you choose an earbud that kind of creates that passive seal like the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus. Some people may be able to wear them longer, but I can never wear that style of earbud for more than 4 or 5 hours. The earbuds themselves are rocking a battery life of about 5 hours on the buds and about 20 hours on the case. So you're gonna get about 25 hours in between each individual charge. They are hot swappable, so if you want to wear one for a while, then you can drop it in the case, put in the other one, and that's a good way to extend the life of the battery because you're only going to be draining one at a time versus both at the same time. So you can actually extend the life much further if you wanted to do that. The one thing I did think was kind of odd, and I think that it could be app related. I'm not even really sure why this is happening. If you're wearing the earbuds and you get a phone call, when I was going back from phone call to music, sometimes the music would just start playing through my phone for some reason and it wouldn't go back to the earbuds. And I thought that was a little weird. So I'm not really sure why that was happening, but I did notice that it was a really simple fix. All you do is press and hold on the side of the earbud and boom, Bob's your uncle. It just starts playing through your earbuds again. Like any good tech in 2020, these offer Usbc for fast charging, so if you've got a modern phone, you can use your phone cable to charge these up. The case itself doesn't come with wireless charging, so if that's something you were hoping for, unfortunately, you're not going to see it on this case, but it's not something that I typically come to expect in this price range. There are some exceptions, such as the Earfun True Wireless earbuds. Those do have wireless charging, but they have buttons, and they're also not an open ear stem style design. So there's trade-offs whenever you're looking at earbuds. There's pros and cons that are just going to be better or worse for the individual person. So you just got to figure out what's more important to you. One of the coolest things that has to be about these earbuds, hands down to me, has to be that they have ear detection at under $100 price point. That's something that I've seen very, very rarely. And if it's implemented, it's usually pretty bad. And what that means is that when you're listening to something and you want to just pop it out for a second to say hey to somebody or listen to something someone has to say real quick, as soon as you put it back in your ear, boom, starts playing again. And it works flawlessly for me at least. So I think that's pretty darn cool. These earbuds are rocking Bluetooth 5.0, so the connection is nice and stable. I can get to almost the other end of my 1,750 foot residence. Even through the walls, they do okay. Up until about 3 rooms, then it's kind of teetering out a little bit. In an open space, they perform even better than that. These earbuds offer touch controls, and so they don't have any buttons or anything on them. They've got the touch sensors, and they're pretty fantastic. Some of the best I've experienced under $100. They can play pause with a double tap. If you touch and hold for a couple seconds, you'll hear a beep and you let go, and you can get your Google Assistant. Volume control, I kind of wish was remapped. On the Soundliberty 79s, it was one tap on either side to lower or higher the volume. On these ones, they've remapped it for some reason to be touch and hold for a little over 3 seconds. And once you get to 3 seconds, you'll kind of hear the volume start going up and then you let go when it's at a comfortable spot. I personally preferred the one tap up and down because it just felt like you knew what level of volume you were at, but they work as advertised. Volume is probably the one spot on these earbuds I wish it was just 5-10% louder. I would say I was listening to about 75% volume and it was totally comfortable. It was right where I wanted it. But in my loudest test, if you were mowing the lawn or doing something where a lot of people are talking around you and it was super loud, then you're probably going to wish these earbuds had about 10% more volume. The sound quality that you're going to get out of these earbuds is honestly pretty fantastic. Given that they're 10mm dynamic drivers versus something bigger like 13mm drivers, the bass is pretty punchy. The mids are there. The treble's got great clarity. I mean, you're going to hear those vocals. I mean, it's not something for probably an audiophile, but this is for your casual listener. Somebody who wants to listen all day, every day. These are the kinds of earbuds, and it's got great sound. I think you're going to be really, really impressed. So one of the things that often gets forgotten when talking about true wireless earbuds in reviews is how they perform during video. And I wanted to make sure I covered that because for me, that's actually something that's pretty important. And with Bluetooth 5.0, the connection's better, so it's usually better, but it's still gonna have just a little bit of lag. It's not too bad. And I did find that in certain apps, it performed way better than others. Like video calls were a little bit more behind, but YouTube was almost perfect. It was perfect. So these are pretty good. You are going to notice it in some apps. I just wanted to make sure you were aware of it because it is kind of important. So another impressive feature of these earbuds is that they are IPX8 waterproof. I mean, that's pretty incredible. I mean, if you're going to wear them in the pool or, in the shower, I mean, in the ocean, you're going to lose it if you go in the ocean. But whatever you're doing, water is not going to be an issue for these earbuds. When you have something like IPX8 or really any type of quality waterproofing done to a product, one of the things that tends to be sacrificed is microphone quality because they're putting these coatings over the microphones to protect them from corrosion and water leak getting in there. However, I am super happy to say that that is not the case on this pair of wireless earbuds and that these microphones on these earbuds are fantastic. Fantastic. If you're a phone call warrior, look no further. Look no further. These are the ones, man. These are the ones. Since no true wireless earbud review would be complete without a microphone test, let's go ahead and take a listen to what the Soundliberty 88 sound like recorded to my phone's voice recorder app. This is a microphone test of the TaoTronics Soundliberty 88 through my voice recorder app on my Google Pixel 4 XL. What do you think? The microphones being placed at the bottom of the stems is a design choice chosen because it helps the microphones get a little bit closer to your mouth to help pick up the voice a little bit better. TaoTronics has also implemented what they're calling smart noise reduction for phone calls. So it's only for phone calls, not for your music, not for your podcasts and videos. You're not going to get any noise cancellation from these earbuds with their smart noise reduction. But when you're on phone calls, that's a different story. The smart noise reduction is using AI to capture and filter out background noise. And in my testing so far, it's been pretty darn good. It claims that it's 50 decibels of noise reduction, and I feel like that's a little lofty. It could be, but I don't know. It's hard to say. It's good. It's really good. You're not going to have any problems with it. Let's put it that way. I will say the one time that I noticed that the noise reduction really wasn't all that good was really when it was outside and you've got tons of wind passing by your earbuds. When you've got the wind passing by and it's got that whooshing sound, yeah, when you've got that going on, what am I doing right now? When you got that going on, though, it's not going to really perform as well. But when you've got people talking and you're in a loud place, it's definitely going to help the person on the other end of your phone call hear you better. We got to talk about design, right? So TaoTronics definitely took a page out of the Apple AirPod look here, and that's okay, but TaoTronics has definitely made these their own. To get matte black on your Apple AirPods, right now you're gonna have to send them out to get painted, at least at the time of making this video. So you can throw away your can of spray paint if you just wanna buy these instead. I mean, it's plastic, but it's lightweight and it feels premium. And since it's got IPX8, that just adds to that build quality. The case has magnets in it, so when you're all done with your earbuds, you just drop them in there and they pop right in. Magnets will hold it in place. They're super strong. They'll never fall out. Snapper closed. Lights come on and it'll start charging. When you first put the earbuds into the case, the battery lights will show you the battery life of the case, and then it'll switch and it'll show you that both earbuds are now charging inside the case. And I'm happy to say this is a really small case and it's super lightweight. And it's definitely highly pocketable. So if you're someone who like me and it's got to be something that you can easily keep in your pocket, this works. So I'm going to give you my final thoughts on these and kind of go through who I think that they are for. If you're looking for a set of earbuds that are both lightweight and comfortable, but also have excellent sound and pretty good battery life, and have excellent microphones for phone calls with a highly pocketable case that you can stick in your pocket and no one will even know you have it, these are probably the ones for you. They are geared for the everyday listener, the person who wants to just toss them in and forget about it. The person who wants to take meetings on their for Zoom calls for work or talk on the phone with friends. These are the ones that are built for phone calls. These are my new go-to for sure. Now, if you're somebody who is wanting to look for something that they can work out in and they're going to go running and stuff like that, I wouldn't go with this design. I would actually look maybe at the Soundliberty 79s if you're trying to stay in this price range, or the Phil T1X. Once you get sweaty, I'd be more fearful that these would pop out when you're running. But if you're just using them in the gym, then these will be perfectly fine. All right, guys, that's going to do it for my review of the TaoTronics Soundliberty 88. If you found this video helpful or mildly amusing, go ahead and pound that like button and hit subscribe for more videos just like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Later. When you're all done jamming out to your music or your podcast, just take your earbud, drop it on the floor. When you're all done jamming to your tunes and you want to put your earpods away, when you're all done with your tunes and you want to put your earpods and AirBuds. Snappy, snappy.